Your nervous system is way bigger than your brain. And in the nervous system, there's what the most important nervous system that deals with bowels is the autonomic nervous system. The autonomic nervous system is a giant network of nerves. And there is two parts of it. One is called a sympathetic nervous system, and the other is the parasympathetic. Sympathetic is fight or flight. Parasympathetic is rest and digest. And guess what happens if you are, for some reason, for whatever multiple reasons, your nervous system is wired to be more on the sympathetic fight or flight? What do you think happens to the parasympathetic, which is rest and digest system? Right? Normally, they're supposed to go like this. But if this is on a sympathetic overdrive, for a variety of reasons, not your fault, we get suppression of the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest and digest. And 100% of people with IBS have some sort of nervous system involvement that's causing the parasympathetic nervous system not to step up and balance. There is absolutely an imbalance in the nervous system. 100% is linked to hormone imbalances that we just talked about, thyroid disorders that we just talked about, right? And then someone also mentioned digestion problems caused by drugs or underlying genetics or by other issues. So we just showed you a model with which IBS is a nervous system disorder at its root, at its core is one of the main problems there, and how it involves not your gut. This is why your gastroenterologist can't solve IBS, okay? Because who's the doctor for your autonomic nervous system? There's nobody out there to save you from an autonomic nervous system disorder because they don't understand it. I love being an autonomic nervous system specialist, and I understand everything that is the levers that bring it up and down.
Could hormone replacement therapy help with IBS the way we think it may help with MCAS? Mast cell
It depends. It's the one fatal flaw problem here, okay? So she says that hormone replacement could help MCAS, which is a histamine and an allergy problem. Could it? It could. Could it make it worse just as much? Yes, it can. All of you out there with mast cell or hormone imbalances, and if you've been told that all it takes is for you to take some hormones and that's going to solve your problem, you're being misled with the fatal flaw problem that I see. By the way, if you're not already subscribed on YouTube, click over the link to this video to YouTube and make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I know that less than 10% of you watching me right now are subscribers on the YouTube channel, and it really helps a lot of people see this more when you are subscribed. The reason I say that is because on my YouTube channel with over 1,500 videos right now, about 15% to 20% of them deal with hormones and what a complex issue it is. And I am a hormone expert. This is why I love the nervous system, because you can't be a nervous system expert if you're not a hormone expert. I'm going to tell you that. And being a hormone expert is a hell of a lot more than should I give you hormones or not. Those of you who are watching right now, who just came out of the hormone program and Hormone Solutions and was reviewing hormones and learning from me, do you think that solving IBS, like, what do you think? What's your opinion? Those of you who are just in class with us and working with us, in consultation with us, do you think that IBS can be solved by taking hormones? Yes or no? And I'm going to say the answer is, and I'm sure other people should chime in as well, is that the most important thing about understanding hormones, just like your understanding about the autonomic nervous system, is balance. You got to know what's wrong with hormones, what the patterns are, meaning proper testing, proper working with providers who understand what hormone balance is. Some people that are writing this are healthcare providers themselves or working with healthcare providers before, for decades before working with me. So we got to know what the pattern is. And then once we know what the patterns are, I love figuring out with hormones what the cause is. Just today, going over like 6 different people's hormones results with them, I was able to say, hey, you got a kerosene under the fire over here. Whether that's your nervous system, whether that's your mast cell and histamine issue, whether that's the POTS, whether that's your autoimmune issue, or whether that's that medication you're on right now. So when we look at hormones as a bigger picture like that, I am the master of teaching people, showing people how to quickly balance their hormones. When your hormones are balanced, every single health symptom will improve, period, regardless of whether it's mast cell, whether it's POTS, whether it's IBS or BS. 100% of the people I work with have a problem with their hormones that none of their doctors recognize. And if everybody there is just, oh, then you just give them hormones. Well, why would you give someone hormones if they're really high on a certain hormone, right? Or if, the underlying reason why their hormones are so off is because they're taking hormones inappropriately prescribed at inappropriate doses, and that's what's causing their problem. Would you give more hormones? Half the time, the solution is actually getting them off the hormones or lowering their hormones or changing the balance on their hormones. Or they don't even need hormones and they need to break down their hormones better. Part of your bowels is your liver. And if there's a liver problem, you don't break down your hormones well, you get an accumulation of certain hormones, you're screwed with a really imbalanced hormone profile that fuels disease, like autoimmune issues, like POTS, like fibromyalgia. Was that a lot? Is that too much? So right now, I have one ask, okay? If there's anything that you learned from this today, is there a person, is there one or two people that you think could benefit from even 1% of what I talked about today? If so, click share. Share this video and share it with them. If this is something that you think one or two people could share, that'd be really incredible. That's my ask. And then if any of you want to solve your problem with IBS or any other BS or any sort of narwhal illnesses, there's a link in chat. Book a call with our team because I need data from you. I can't help you by you watching this. I can help you by getting some data and information so we understand the problem better and can help identify beyond the diagnosis, beyond the BS, what's really causing these problems. And that's how you can solve these problems.